Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. I wasn't going to do anything like this because do you know what, up until yesterday I was really not feeling concerned, but being around other people, seeing the panic, seeing everything on social media and on the news and things like this, I did feel the human side of things kicking in. I reached out to Spirit yesterday afternoon and I was like, guys, let's have a little bit of a staff meeting if you like. And I asked them, do I need to be worried? Their initial response was no. I asked them this a couple more times and I was like, do I need to be worried about my children? Do I need to be worried about this illness? Everybody is starting to panic. It's like mayhem is starting to, and I guess, watching too many movies and things like that, you're watching things spiral out of control and it seems to feel that nobody has an idea of what's going on or how this is going to go. So I kind of reached out to them to give me a little bit of support and just to verify what I was already thinking and feeling anyway, but I just needed that bit of guidance from them. Spirit have always guided me well. They've always given me that intuitive, strong sense of what's right and what's wrong, and I do trust them implicitly. I would not be doing this video if I thought that, what I was hearing from them was wrong. What I want you to do is be open-minded with what you're about to hear. I do feel that in the spiritual community, lots of us are all getting the same messages. Lots of us are all feeling the same thing. We are not worried. And if we're not worried, and we're the closest thing to the universal side of things, then I think you guys shouldn't be worried. So I wanted to do this reading just to kind of get us some clarity, get us like a snippet of insight and share with you the reassurance that I have inside. And like I said, I wouldn't share this with you guys if I didn't 100% believe in it. I can only tell you what I feel, what I see and what I hear from the spirit world and share that with you. If you choose not to believe it or take it on, that is completely up to you. And I must say, for legal reasons, all readings and stuff like this are for entertainment purposes only. What you decide to take with that statement is completely up to you. So I'll try and make this video as quick as I can. Feel free to leave me a comment, share if you so wish to. There's no pressure, there's nothing here. Like I said, it's just to share insight and to hopefully help you guys to feel a bit more relaxed about what's going on, as relaxed as you can be. And in no way am I making light of the fear that is out there or patronising anyone in any way for how they're feeling. What I'm trying to do is help you guys to feel that bit better, okay? So we're going to work with a couple of cards, see if they bring through some messages that way, and just kind of see what we're getting. Now, what's going on at the minute, the current situation, just to get us some insight. Okay, the Devil. And I'll explain it to you. Okay, this is... Right, so the cards that we've got here, let me just check that you guys can see them. We've got the Devil. This speaks about how we're feeling at the minute. We're feeling really trapped. We're stuck in something that feels toxic. We're feeling powerless. 100%. Most of us can say that that's how we're feeling at the moment. We're feeling that things are out of our control, that we have no say in it. We have no power. And it's literally that vulnerable kind of feeling that's coming in. But with that card, it's also saying to us that it's a false belief that's where it. I do believe that the newspapers and all the media are wanting us to believe a certain version of the story. We all know how much the media can spin things. We all know how the news will only show us certain snippets because they don't want to cause chaos. They don't want to send people into a frenzy. So they're just going to scare us just a little bit so that they can kind of not manipulate us, but so they can get us to kind of, the domino effect, line us all up and get us to do what they need us to do in the right time. I do feel that they will get a grasp of the virus, but I feel that at the moment they don't. I think that's easy enough to know anyway. You don't need to be connecting to spirit to know that. I don't think they know what they're doing. And I think now, especially England, we have waited too long to shut everything off. Everybody else has got with it. Yet the English, we're like, do you know what? Let's just wash our hands and a cup of tea and we'll be absolutely fine. That is ludicrous. We should have gone on lockdown weeks ago. When this all started, when the other countries started locking down, we should have done the same. I understand, it's quick to say that now, but it would have been, the death toll would have been less if they had gone on lockdown quicker. Now, in this moment, we're really being asked to kind of connect back in with our spiritual self. I think with this isolation period that is coming up, some of you may already be in that isolation period, dependent on where you are in the world. But in England, we've not yet been put into it. It's just starting now. I do feel that in that time, it is connecting back to ourselves. It's spiritually getting us back to who we are, because we have lost ourselves. We have lost each other. We don't really know what it's like to be a spiritual person. We are literally just ants going along our day, going to work, doing this, checking social media, comparing ourselves to everybody else, living the same life day after day. And spirit and the universe just kind of want to wake us up. And that's what this is. This is a big smack in the face wake up call. Wake up, take better care of your earth, take better care of the animals that are surrounding you and of each other. It is bringing us to reconnect with one another. So I do feel that's where it's coming in. It's asking us to be emotionally connected, to be connected to one another, to our family, to our friends. Now, what's going to follow this? So this is where we're going. We've got the Tower. Now, this card's representation is a key event. Okay, to put it into explanation for you, it's a key event. Literally, everything is going to fall apart. Everything that we knew it as is going to stop. Life is going to come to a stop. We're not going to be able to get what we took for granted in the shops. We're not going to be able to leave the house as much as we want. And it's literally going to take us back to basics. But that's not a bad thing. This is where we're at the minute. Spirit kind of showing me, you know, we need to disconnect. We need to definitely disconnect. I don't, do you know what? I was going to say something completely cheesy then. We need to disconnect from the Matrix. And I know everybody's probably going, what? But you know what? That's what I'm getting right now. It's like you need to disconnect from the system, from everything. Literally stop being an ant. And when they do manage to get a hold of the virus, I want to go to the months of June and July. I feel when we peak in June and July, it feels that there will either be something that will come out that will be able to help with the virus, or they will have got a better control over it. June, I want to go the end of June, beginning of July. I think there's definitely going to be an announcement, or there's going to be something that kind of makes us feel, we can breathe again, okay? And we're just going to see if they've got any guidance for us in how we can deal with this. I understand a lot of you are suffering health-wise as well, especially with the isolation. Some of you may be disconnected from family, from friends. Some of you may be alone. Now is the time to reach out to other people to help you if they can. I do feel that now is the time to become more of a community, because look, we've got the person here that's really reaching out for that. We've got anxiety, we've got restlessness, we're worrying. I can feel some of you are literally driving yourselves insane with the worry. And I want to say, do you know what? I just wish I could take that away for you. I do not have any fear at all. And, you know, some people may say, well, you're quite resilient to death and things like that because of what you do as a job. But the thing is, I'm not scared. The reason I'm not scared is because they tell me not to be scared. If there was a reason, trust me now, if there was a reason for me to be scared, I would have got the heads up weeks ago. The energy has changed. Yes, some of our spiritual people are struggling just a little bit because the energy has been heavy. We've felt out of sorts, you know, it's peaking up lots of different stuff for all of us, but they would have given us the heads up. You ask any other spiritual person, we usually all get the same message at the same time. It downloads literally like an email from the spirit world. They literally send it over to us and we're all getting the same messages. Ask yourself, should I be worried? And then just sit in that moment and think, what are you feeling? Do you feel that you should be worried? I don't think you should be. Be worried about this kind of going into an end of the world apocalypse. That is not going to happen. But I know a lot of you will be feeling that. You'll be thinking, oh my God, the world is going to fall apart. This and whatever. It's going to wipe us all out. It's going to be a massive cull. But I don't think it is, right? So this is the advice they're giving to us. Connect with those that you love. Get family and friends to support you. Speak about how you're feeling. Have it verified by somebody else. I'm going to have a look to see if we can get any insight on time scale. Like I said to you before, I feel it is June, July. There will be an announcement, or there will be something that will kind of make us feel that little bit better. But I'm just going to see if they give me anything else. Okay, that's good. So look at this. Get more information. Stop looking at the stuff that scares you. Connect more to source. Connect more to the earth and how you're thinking and feeling. You know the answers already inside, but you're so consumed with what you see on telly and all this scaremongering. I can't stand it. I hate that other people get other people into frenzies and they scare the hell out of them. That's got to stop today. Stop it. Don't allow it. If somebody tries to scare you, stop them in their tracks and say, that is your fear. That is not my fear. So you recognize that yourself. Because the minute with energy, right? With energy, if someone comes into a room of people that are absolutely fine and this person is emotionally upset or they are angry, the way they are impacts every single person in that room. They feel it. So you think about it. If you go down the street and you're feeling okay, you may be a little bit worried, but you're okay. And then you meet someone and they're absolutely petrified. They're saying the virus this, the virus that. How do you think that's going to impact on you? You're then taking on that energy. You're then living that fear. That wasn't your fear. That was somebody else's that they passed on to you. So you need to bear that in mind. I want you to get more information. Spirit is saying tap in more. Look out for the signs. You know, you're getting those signs from the spirit world. They're giving you the synchronized numbers. They're giving you the reassurance that everything is going to be okay. But I think for some of you, either you don't know how to listen or you're just too scared to listen. Something better is coming. It's literally just releasing it. So we've got to let go of the need to control this situation. It is literally taking away our power and making us feel back to basics. You know, what's so wrong about spending 2 weeks at home? Obviously financial issues, but if the government assists with that, you know, if they take away the issues that surround us so that we are able to stay home or we're able to work from home and things like that, I don't see what the problem is. And that you're still able to sort of pay your bills and have your food. But the thing is, we're so worried to be alone. And I think it's a great thing. You can reconnect with your family. You can spend some time with your children and do the things that really are important. You need to remain positive. The thing is, when we think positive energy is out there and it's so powerful. When you think negative, fear feeds fear. It's fact. Whether you want to look at it scientifically or whether you want to look at it spiritually, however, whatever boat you're coming along in, I'm going to say to you, fear feeds fear. So stop it. Do not allow it. Do not allow it in your conversations. Do not allow it in your social media. Stop it straight in its tracks and notice how you change. Notice how you start to feel. I do feel that there's going to be some compromise. Spirit are kind of showing me that things are going to change. You guys have to get a little bit lenient with things. You know, we're not going to be able to get things as easily as we was before. Yes, we may have to queue in queues to get stuff. But on the bigger scale of things, is that so bad? So there's nothing, we've got compromise. And the difference is, for this to go away, it's up to you. If you're still going out there and you've got a cough and you're spreading it, or you're healthy and you're mixing amongst lots of other people, what do you expect to happen? It's still going to spread. It's like anything. If we contain it until we can kind of figure out what its weakness is, its kryptonite if you like, then we will be okay. But the thing is, we're not. A lot of people are just fearing and things like that. Yes, there's going to be an ending to this. Like I said to you, I want to go to August as well now. So I feel, you know, I said to you June, July, there's going to be an announcement or there's going to be something different. I feel by August, there's going to be much more time outside. It's going to feel a lot more relaxed. Now, if you look in the government things, they're saying it's going to be about 18 months. I don't believe it's going to be 18 months. Spirit aren't giving me that. I do feel by August that we are going to be feeling a lot better and the situation will improve. So I hope that's made sense for you guys. I hope it's brought you a little bit of reassurance that, you know, you're not in this alone. We are all in this together and we are very much backed up and supported by spirit, by the universe, and, you know, whoever it is that you would go to believe, that is who's taking care of us. They're there. They haven't left us. They're literally just sat back and watching. They're wanting us to make the right decisions. They're wanting us to make change, because for too long we have taken advantage of this earth, of everything, the animals, everything. And do you know what this is? This is a wake-up call. We need to wake up and make a big change, because when this is gone, life will never go back to the way it was before, and I think that's a good thing. Take care.